Hi everyone. So today we will see the CD part, how we will plan for the CD part for a Python application. So yeah, let's go. I made the video for this few videos back about Python application CI pipeline demo. So today we will see that when we plan for CD part, how we actually do it, like what is the best way to deploy the application. So first of all, we should have a Docker file, because ultimately when we are using the Kubernetes YAML, in that we need to update the image. So for the application in the CI part, what we did, I'll just uh, you know uh, recap all the things again. So in CI part, we did the build step, checkout, set up Python, install dependencies and the checks. Then we did the build, and then we uploaded the WHL file. Now this part is just still building the artifact WHL package. After that, we need that our Docker file should be present, which should create the Docker image. So more stages will get added after uploading the artifact. More stages will get added, like building the Docker image, then uploading the Docker image to Docker Hub, then updating the image in Kubernetes manifest, and then deploying that manifest on the cluster, or uh, so this is how the whole flow will look like. So for making a Docker file, I've also made a video like how you can make a Docker file. So you should try building the Docker file on your own for the application, so that you get the understanding. So first of all, the base image should be chosen. So it's a Python image, Python application. So we are going for Python, and we are not going for Alpine images, because we so that we don't have to install everything from scratch. That's why we are going for Slim images, not Python images. Then we are setting the work directory. We are installing the system dependencies if any are needed for requirements or txt. So any just we do for a new server, when we do run app get update and app get install, everything we do so that our system packages are updated. Then we are copying the requirements.txt. Then we are installing the pip, and from pip we are installing the packages of requirements.txt. And we are copying everything, copy the application code. You can just simply give only when you don't want to copy everything, you should specify that which folder you want to copy. Like I want to copy only the calculator folder, because my main code is in this folder. So this will just copy the main folder, like the file which is required, not everything. So that is the best practice. And then uh, if you are like, if you are building your package into like where your package is getting built, okay. So basically you can, what you can do, because we are already building the artifact, so either we can copy that artifact. So either we can directly copy that wheel package and run it, install that wheel package, and that will run our application. Or if you want to run it through command, that we can also do it. So here we have to give the entry point. So entry point will be operations.py. So here we have to give that script what we want to call. If it's a main.py, we will have to call that. Or if there is another script that you want to call, that can be called. So it can be done in either way. So now our Docker file is there. Now we will be, building the deployment.yaml. So in deployment.yaml, so I want to give you the difference between what kind you should choose. So deployment we choose when our script or our application should be running always, because deployment is something which will always try to bring up the pod to the minimum replica that we have set. But if you want that when you do the deployment and your script should run once and that's it, after that you don't want your script should run, or one time script run is fine for you, then in that case you need to choose a kind as job. Because job, what it does, it runs a script one time, and then uh, it will be it will do our job. But if we want our application or our pod to be up and running all the time, then we should be deploying it with kind deployment. Okay, so we should give the metadata of the deployment, and then uh, after mentioning the image in the specification, so this is a specification for our deployment, that how much replicas we will have, what will be the label of that deployment, and this is a specification of the container, like which image it is going to use, and so basically that image will come over here, that we have to update the image that will get created, where it has to be updated over here. And then we can, if we want, it should, that service or that application should be accessible, we can add the service also. So by creating, three dots, we can create the service YAML too. So that is how, you know our deployment YAML will look like, and we have to update the image over here. So that is how we actually do create or prepare for CD. And the level of complexity will increase for YAMLs, because when secrets come into picture, and when config map, when we have basically secret part comes into picture and everything, then the complexity increases. But yeah, this is how we prepare for deployment. So yeah, that's all for today's video, and we'll see how to run the deployment by creating the pipeline in the next video. So that's all for today's video. I hope it's helpful. Please let me know your views in the comment section. Till then, take care. Bye.